Everybody needs good neighbours with a little understanding. You can find the perfect blend. Neighbours should be there for one another. That's when good neighbours become good friends.
Well, how do I look?
Oh, you look very nice, Daphne.
You don't think it's a bit too much for uni? I mean, they're all into tight jeans and t-shirts.
Oh, more people will be looking at you than the actors on stage.
I might even be tempted to get up and do my act.
Oh, you wouldn't.
Only joking, Des. It's a bit morbid, isn't it?
I like to play it when I'm depressed.
What on earth has made you depressed?
Haven't kept you waiting, have I?
Right on time, the ever-reliable Mr. Robinson.
Well, don't you look nice?
Thank you.
More people are going to be looking at you than the actors up on stage.
I already said that.
Oh, g'day, Des. Listen, we better get a move on. It's a hell of a place to find a park.
See you, Des.
You see, have a nice night.
And you.
Yes. Why don't you do something really daring? Play a 45 at 33 in the third. Bye, Des.
Hey, you know, I was thinking about yesterday. I mean, if I hadn't actually seen it for myself, if I hadn't actually been there, I'd never have believed it, son.
It was seeing Danny under the car.
No, to lift a car. It'd take 4 big blokes to do what you done, son.
Come off it, Dad.
Hey, listen, you're not feeling any after effects, are you? I mean, the old injury, it's not playing you up or nothing, is it? Fantastic. Fantastic.
Are you all right, Danny?
Oh, he's all right.
The car fell on me, remember?
The doctor said there was nothing wrong with you.
Oh, yeah, he'd know.
Of course he'd know. OK. Stand up. Go on, stand up. Now show me where it hurts. Go on.
Well, it doesn't really hurt. Huh? But I was pretty shaken up. Well, if that car had moved...
Exactly. Nothing happened, thanks to your brother.
There, look. I told you I've seen it somewhere. In England. An old lady, just 7.5 stone, lifted a Morris Minor over her son when similar thing happened.
Must be the adrenaline flow. Yeah, I've heard about that. Gives you super strength in a moment of crisis. Boy, if we could only harness that power. Hey, maybe we should work on it.
What?
When we get back to training. Listen, I've given it a lot of thought. After what happened, I see no reason why he can't get straight back on that diving board.
Night, Paul. Thanks again. Oh, you're still up?
Yeah. Paul not coming in?
No, he's got an early start. Great show. Haven't laughed so much in a long time. How was your night?
Oh, great. Kept myself occupied. Do you want a nightcap?
Oh, no thanks. I had a drink after the show.
Oh.
Des?
Yeah?
You weren't waiting up for me, were you?
What? As if I'd spent... Who the hell can that be?
I bet it's Paul.
Hello? Hello?
Good night, lover boy. What's the matter, Des? Who is it?
I don't know. As soon as you spoke, this weirdo made this hissing sound. You sleep all right?
Yes, thanks, you.
Yeah. Thought I heard you walking around about 3 o'clock.
If you slept so well, what were you doing awake at 3?
Okay, so I was awake.
I thought I heard the phone, that's all.
Do you think we should report it?
Nah, it's just some nut fooling around.
Yeah. It's happening a bit too often for my liking.
Oh, don't worry. I've had a few funny phone calls in my time.
Yeah, well, I suppose in your line of work...
Don't worry about it, OK?
Yeah. Hey, what about dinner?
Well, right now I'd rather have breakfast.
Tonight, you and me going out somewhere.
Great, I'd love to.
Good.
How you going?
Okay.
No, I mean, really, how you going? I heard about the accident with the car.
I'm all right.
Is that fair dinkum about Shane lifting it off you?
Yeah.
He picked up the whole thing by himself.
Yeah.
Jeez. Your old man came around our place, and by the way he was telling it, Shane sounded like Superman.
Did he happen to mention that I was lying under the car?
Yeah, sure. He said you're okay.
Just wondered. You want to go to school today?
Of course not.
Me neither.
You reckon we can give this morning a miss?
Well, as you can see, my son's won more than his share of driving trophies. Had a few write-ups in your paper, too. Oh, that's Shane, by the way, not Sean. One day they put him down as Sean. Easy mistake, but... here's the champ now. Shane, this is, what's your name?
Frank Morgan.
Hi.
And this is Sid.
Good of you to come at such short notice. Mind you, stories like this don't pop up every day, do they? Where'd you like us to stand?
Well, I'd like Shane to stand about here.
Oh, yeah.
Grab a trophy, mate.
And what sort of car was it you lifted, Shane?
Oh, it was a...
Datsun 200B.
Okay. Smile. Thanks.
Get a photo of the car if you like.
I'll go take a look.
Looked up your record, Shane. We've got an item about another accident.
Oh, yeah, very bad that was. We never thought he'd walk again, let alone dive. That's the old point, see why I brought you down? Shane's making a comeback. Yep, you can tell the fans he'll be back in action in time for the next state championships.
Can I go now?
Oh, yeah, sure, son, sure. Listen, do you think you could possibly get a mention in there about me plumbing service? You don't have to, mind.
Well, that's about it then. I'll see what I can do.
Ta.
Good.
Get in.
Damn.
Almost.
Here comes that old cow, Mrs. Brown.
Yes.
Does Desmond Clarke live here?
Desmond? Oh, Des, yes.
Oh, good. I have the right place. Is he home?
Oh, no, he's out, I'm sorry.
Oh, that's all right. I'll come in and wait.
Des will be at the bank. You could call him there.
Oh, no, I'm here to stay. You see, I'm his mother, and you're exactly the way I imagined you, Lorraine.
Hello, I'm home. What time do you think we should head off? Daff?
Surprise!
What the hell are you doing here, Mum?
Well, that's a nice way to greet me after flying all the way from Perth.
You might have given me some warning.
You might have told me you weren't married. I thought that girl was Lorraine. I was so embarrassed.
Love to have seen Daphne's face.
Well, she seems quite nice, really. Although she dresses in the most unusual way. She opened the door dressed in a... Well, I would never have worn it in my day. Who is she?
Oh, she didn't tell you.
Well, she said she was a tenant. She didn't say much. I had to do all the talking.
Tough.
So, what about Lorraine?
Can't we leave that?
Well, a mother has a right to know.
It didn't work out. It was best we found out before we got married.
You should never have jumped in without consulting me. You know, I've never been wrong about one of your young ladies yet.
No?
Well, see what happens when you go so far away from home.
Obviously not far enough.
Pardon?
You didn't come to the wedding.
Well, it never happened.
Well, you still didn't come.
Well, you hardly gave me enough warning. I mean, a telegram the day before. Oh, Desmond.
Please don't call me that.
Oh, all right. Des. Oh, if you only knew how I hated that. You were always such a bad judge of women. Now, what about this tenant, this Daphne?
Oh, there's nothing romantic between me and Daphne. We're good friends, very good friends. As a matter of fact, I was going to take her out to dinner, but I'll have to cancel it now you're here.
Oh, no, son, I wouldn't hear of it.
Oh, Daphne will understand.
Now, look, the one thing I did not want to do is come here and disrupt your life. Now, you take your young lady, you go home and have dinner and enjoy yourself. We can talk later.
Oh, gee, thanks, Mum.
Hey, love. How was your day?
Okay, how about you?
Oh, terrific, terrific. I didn't even mind digging a trench. Yeah, the work experience bloke didn't turn up, the bludger. Oh, I really earned this today. Want one?
No, thank you.
Yeah. Ought to be champagne, I reckon. You know, on the strength of shape. Where is he, by the way? Not working out or nothing, is he?
I think in his room.
Oh, great. I'll go have a chat.
Max?
Yeah?
I don't want to be a sport or...
Look, what's up, Maria?
Are you sure you're doing the right thing? Rushing Shane back to diving?
There's nothing wrong with him.
You know what's wrong with him. The boy's lucky he can walk.
Well, doctors can make mistakes, you know.
You've seen the x-rays, you read the reports.
Well, look, there are always exceptions. I mean, look, honestly, would he have been able to lift that car if he was as bad as they say?
I admit it's unusual.
Unusual? It's a bloody miracle, mate.
Yes, but they don't happen every day, do they? We don't see water turn into wine.
Look, trust me, will you? I mean, I wouldn't do nothing to harm Shane. Look, if he hurts himself or anything like that or feels any pain, he can stop. But, I mean, look, with his ability, I mean, he'd be mad to chuck it in now he's got a chance. Hey, trust me, Maria. Hey?
Hello, Paul.
Mrs. Brown?
Please call me Carol. Oh, Paul, I hope you don't mind me bringing this little matter up. Well, some things sound so trivial when you talk to someone else about them.
No, go ahead, please.
Well, I don't know if they're bothering you over at your place, but some of us in the street are having terrible problems with possums.
You don't say. What sort of problems?
Well, they run across the roof, wake everybody up. And in one case I heard of, they got into the ceiling and, well, the stench was unbearable.
Well, you can't exactly house-train possums, Carol.
No, but you can discourage them.
Anyway, what's possums got to do with me?
Well, I know you're friendly with the, young lady who lives with Des Clarke.
It's tenant, you mean, Miss Lawrence, yes?
Tenant, yes. I just happened to see you going out with Miss Lawrence last night. Now, I know she is feeding the possums. That's why we've all got them in our ceilings and banging all over the roof all night.
I see, so it's animals you don't like, Mrs. Brown.
Of course I do. I've got a pond full of fish and a budgie. But possums should not be encouraged to reside in built-up neighbourhoods. I'd appreciate it if you could have a word with Miss Lawrence.
It's nice of you to be so understanding, Mrs. Clarke. Here's a magazine you might like.
Oh, thank you. Oh, mothers know when they're not wanted, Daphne. Ah, you'll find out yourself one day.
Oh, I'd hardly say Des didn't want you. It's just that he's...
It's just that Mum knows I live my own life now that I've grown up. Isn't that right, Mum? Here's a TV guide. There's a nice old musical on tonight. You'll enjoy that.
Good. Well, don't you two rush your dinner on my account. You go out and enjoy yourselves.
Thank you, Mrs. Clarke. It's lovely to have you staying here. I hope you have a nice long holiday.
Oh, well, thank you. You're sweet, Daphne. Ah, an old-fashioned name for an old-fashioned girl.
Yeah, well, good night, Mum. Help yourself to anything. If you can't find it, we haven't got it.
Oh!
Mrs. Clarke, are you all right? Call the doctor. It could be a heart attack.
Could be indigestion.
Mrs. Clarke?
Need some water, please.
Des!
Sorry about dinner.
That you, Maria? Did your mother just come in?
Yeah.
Hey, when are you doing your homework?
I haven't got any.
Now, don't come it with me. I spoke to your teacher last open day. She said you got homework every night.
Yeah, but not tonight.
No open. That's what you're studying to be, a no-oper. Hey, what's up, love?
I went to see the doctor.
You all right?
About Shane. In his opinion, if Shane has just one dive from that high tower, he could be crippled for life.
Oh, come on, how would he know?
Oh, believe me, he knows.
Well, how come he knows so much? I mean, Shane here hasn't said nothing. I mean, he's prepared to give it a go, aren't you, son? What's going on? What's going on?
I went to see the doctor myself. There's no doubt about it, Dad. What Mum says is right.
I mean, picking up that car.
Oh, it's like those stories in the paper. Once I saw what happened to Danny, I somehow found the strength. Well, maybe even Mum could have done it.
But you never said a word, son. I mean, you went right along with me.
I know, Dad. I didn't want to disappoint you.
Hello? You moved in here.
Oh, well, not exactly. I'm Desmond's mother.
Oh, hello. I'm Julie Robertson. I live just there. And this is Carol. Carol Brown. She lives just over there.
Hello. Well, I'm very pleased to meet you. Would you like to both come in for a cup of tea?
Oh, thanks all the same, but some other time perhaps. I've got a lot to do. See you later.
Yes, bye-bye, Carol. Look, that'd be really nice, but I've got to get to work, so I'll have to be quick.
Oh, good.
Look, it's really nice to meet you. Des and I are old friends. We used to go out together.
Oh, really?
Can I come in, son?
Of course.
I just thought we might have a little talk. Look, I'm real sorry about everything. I mean, the way I treated Shane, the way I've been treating you. I guess I thought you might be your brother all over again. Now, look, I believe in your ability, Danny. No, I do, honest. I mean, ask anybody. I mean, Jim Robinson's sick of hearing me say how you're another Shane, except you're too flaming... What I wanted to speak to you for, how about giving it another go, eh?
It'll be just the same, Dad.
No, it won't, I promise.
You can't help yourself, especially with me.
Only 'cause Shane was so dedicated, but...
You see?
Would you like a biscuit, dear?
Oh, no, thank you.
I shouldn't eat them either. Not with my condition.
Oh, what, you're not well?
Well, it's a very mysterious ailment. The medical profession are really very puzzled. Of course, my nerves aren't what they used to be, what with my divorce and then Desmond coming down here. Oh, but you don't want to hear about my problems. Actually, I was very embarrassed. My first night here, and I had an attack. And just as Desmond was about to go out with that nice Daphne.
You like Daphne, do you?
Oh, she's very sweet. But I want to hear all about you.
Oh.
You went out with Desmond, did you?
Well, yes, I was Des's girl before Lorraine came along. Yes, we worked at the bank together. But when I saw how attracted they were to one another, you know, there was really only one thing I could do.
Oh, Julie.
No, you know, I'm over it now. But,
well, why didn't they go on with the wedding?
Look, I really will never know. Can't understand it. You know, Lorraine just changed her mind at the very last minute. Tried to talk her out of it, but no. She'd made up her mind and that was it sort of thing. But poor Des. Oh.
Well, yes, of course. Well, I didn't know any of this was going on. Well, at least he's got some nice friends, you and that nice lady you introduced me to.
Oh, Carol Brown.
Yes, and Daphne.
Oh, she's quite nice. If you can accept what she does.
What she does?
That's why Carol Brown wouldn't come round here for a cuppa. And there's a few of the neighbours that feel exactly the same way.
Well, what does she do? I mean, she looks perfectly all right to me.
You obviously don't know. Daphne's a stripper. Mm-hmm.